Oh shit. What's up, bitches? Oh shit. Just rocking out to some Who over here. Let me make sure this is working again. Oh yeah. What's up, motherfuckers? How's it going, guys? How you doing? Clearly I am back. Listening to some of the Who, and didn't even turn the other lights on. I was just walking and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bust out a video right now. So hope you are doing well. You right there, one of you 500 people that are watching this. Love it. Some people have been like, I love how your YouTube channel's gone to shit and nobody watches your videos anymore. I'm like, fuck you, bitches. I don't care. I'm not doing it for that. My channel's demonetized anyway. I'm not doing it for money or anything. I'm doing it to add value and talk about life. I just... basically, I'm on the road right now, on the run, just showered with a 5-gallon bucket, shaved my head with a razor blade and like a washcloth in my truck, just grinding right now. Been working construction all day, running heavy machinery, being a beast, doing other gigs on the side. I'm like honestly killing it. I've never been more vulnerable in my life, but I'm like shredding right now and I'm just fucking stoked. So I was like, you know what? Let's just keep the good vibes rolling. Honestly, the last couple days have been really gnarly. There's been a couple times where I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why am I even here? What am I doing? What am I doing? And get to go skydiving tomorrow. A couple of you guys booked skydives, so we're going to go jump out of a plane. If you want to book me, we can do skydiving together, and it's a great time. And thanks to some of you guys that do that with me. It's a fucking blast, and nothing like being up in the sky. So going to be doing that tomorrow and Saturday. And let's see here. What else is going on? I want to just remind you today, like, I'm on a high vibe in this moment, but the last few days have been very dark. Just like sometimes I'm like looking, I'm like, you know, you're like, what's the point? Like, why am I even, what's the fucking point? Like, what am I doing? Because you just feel like you're climbing and swimming and treading water, and you're just not making any progress. And then finally, like, life gives you a little bit of a glimmer of how you can see that you're pushing through, and you can see the light, you can see the food, you know, what's coming, and you're like, all right, I can see the end of the tunnel. So I just want to remind you, like, if you're going through shitty times, you're going through good times, just fucking keep it going. Like, just non-emotional progress. That's like my new thing. It's just non-emotionally, just one foot in front of the other. I've been digging holes. I'm like one shovel, you know, and then the next. And, also I've been having like a lot of reflection points, just in life, like a lot of things that happened with my prison experience that kind of got put to rest, which was really cool. And I'm gonna, you know, make a documentary someday, and I'll write a book, and this is again like a crazy fucking chapter of my book that is just wild, and I'm like, what the fuck? So this is kind of the back end. I like to just sit down and, like, you know, I've talked about this being like a therapy session, but it's more just me free floating and thinking, and then I'm, you know, I hope to add value to somebody out there, because you know, I realize the older I get and the more I'm like, I haven't lived the average life, and a lot of shit that nobody even knows about. Like, there's been a lot of stuff that I've kept private, surprisingly, that nobody knows about. And then there's like specific things that I'll like to talk about. For example, like the relationship I was in, and then I got cheated on when I was in prison. Probably got cheated on before that too. But then like things went to shit. And then the girl basically basically had this like trust fund baby that was like paying to try to be paying a $200,000 tuition fee, literally like paying her $200,000 like over time to try to, like, I don't really want to leave in personal details, but like basically like be friends with someone that they know. I'll just say that. And they like slowly working it over time, and it's like, what the fuck? So anyway, I'm going into like processing, like, wait, I was in like this weird ass situation where I was kind of being on the side of this like bigger picture of this kid that was like, that doesn't even, is not, the girl's not even attracted to him, talks about how disgusting, you know, but like is using him for money. And then I obviously am on the other side, just like masculine man, not afraid of anything, not afraid to say the truth, not afraid to just be who I really am. And now I'm on to way bigger and better things. But it's like I was stuck in this wormhole where it was like just this disgusting little pit of just like, using people and just not being your true self, and just gross, you know, like lies, a lot of me watching her lie to this person while she was with me about like just the craziest shit to try to like milk the cow, basically, like keep milking this guy. And then finally I had enough, and I'm just like, fuck this. Like, I don't want nothing to do with any of this shit. I didn't know it was happening. It started with like so many different things, from being friends with the ex-boyfriend for years after, and then like cheating on me, and now like using this kid to make $200,000. Fucking weird shit. So anyway, that's all in the past. The prison is in the past. It's just like I've made just like a therapeutic thing. So I'm like, just been crushing it, you know. Now it's, of course, like, I think I talked about this a few videos ago, but basically I've made such peace with myself, and I'm just like not interested. I'm just like gotta work on myself, you know, go to jiu-jitsu, get up, work, you know, like I'm working on so many things. I don't have any time anymore now. I'm like, I was just here, I'm like, fuck, I gotta make a video. I haven't made a video in a few days, but there's no time. I'm just like work, you know, like I'm helping this person, I'm on the phone with this person, fucking, you know, working here, doing that, doing this. Like, it's just awesome. And that's kind of when you know you're in the flow. And then all of a sudden everything starts aligning, and now there's like girls, dude, it's crazy, because now I'm not even interested, like, and of course they're coming from every which angle, trying to film content together, you know. I'm like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because there's some models that want to like do some wild shit, and now I'm like, all right, I'll like kind of put that together. So anyway, and then it's like I'm not even interested now, because I'm just like, dude, I've had so much sex, I've had so many girlfriends over my life, and I've just like had so many adventures, so many adrenaline activities, so much stuff that you know, especially if you're a younger dude. And I had, you know, one of my mentors, some of you guys would know this person. They've had you know, a reputation of having a lot of different women in their life, if you know who I'm talking about. And, you know, at one point he's like, dude, you'll realize at some point, like, life is not about money. It's not about girls. It's not about fame. It's not about any of that shit. And that's when it'll end up coming to you. And it's like, if you want that. And I've hit that point now. I'm like, and of course it's all flowing. And I don't know, dude, just crazy stuff. But wanted to just make this and talk and just free float with the community out there that's super small. But you guys, if you detach from an outcome, basically, like the big thing that happened recently was like the relationship thing. And I was so attached to this person. I thought like they have to be in my life. Like, she's the one, like I'm gonna like, and that just, you know, not only pushed her away, but it just like made the thing just like all tensed, and like it just sucked. It was just like super shitty. And so now I've made my peace with the whole thing, and it's like, oh, wish my best to that person, but just like no expectations. And of course, like, now you get to choose your reality. You get to choose every which way that you want to, you know, go in life, whatever it is. And you know, so now it's like, fuck, dude, the doors are wide open. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to just be able to be here. Seriously, it's been a wild ride, and you know, if God can give me a voice to just talk to you right now on this camera, then, you know, my day will be that much better, because I've already had a fucking awesome day. I've been running heavy machinery, been on the phone, making deals, talking to chicks, doing it, dude. But actually, and it's just fucking great, because, you know, just a few days ago, I'm like, what the fuck? And that's what you got to be careful of, is when you have these pendulum swings of ups and downs, you can get so sucked into like being in a miserable state, and then making some bad decisions while you're in that state is not a good idea. And then you can be in a really good mood, and making decisions in that state is not a good idea either. So it's very crucial to kind of keep an even keel and stay grounded, do your meditation, stretch, jiu-jitsu. I don't care if you do jiu-jitsu or not. It'll definitely make your life better. It might make you hurt a little bit more, but just become a better version of yourself. You know, you right there. I'm not trying to fucking preach to a million people. I'm trying to preach to you, because this is like the bottom of the fucking barrel for me, kind of. I'm like climbing back up, but this is like my raw, truthful self, and I just want to, you know, fucking preach. You know, like just say it how it is. Is like, you're not going to get any better, and nothing's coming your way until you go earn it. Sure, you might get lucky here and there, but who you become and your habits over time is what you become. So the success that you want, whatever it is that you want, you just got to level up your own consciousness. You got to level up your own game, become the person that you dream of being. And the way that you do that is, start living in the wish fulfilled. Start living as if it's already done. And then you step into that. So it's like, all right, if I'm a billionaire, I'm already looking at life like I am a billionaire and this is how I do things. Or if you're, the world's best athlete in whatever regard, all right, like I'm walking through life knowing I'm the world's best athlete. You want a certain amount of money, you want, to attract women, you want to attract men. I don't know if you're a chick or dude or whatever the fuck, but like you just walk through life like you are that person. But if you're actually not that person, what do you got to do to become that person? You got to work out more. You got to eat certain foods. What do you got to change? Because the only person you're fooling is yourself if you're not making the actual progress to do it. It's like, oh, I'm broke. I had this friend, he just always fucking whining about how he's broke. And, now it's like, well, it's like, dude, go get a job, like fucking change it. Oh, I'm broke. I don't have any money. I can't go to dinner. I'm broke. Dude, get a fucking job, like stop being a piece of shit. And that's kind of something that's like, I've been in like this limbo phase, mostly because of the plane thing. I just kind of froze for a while, but I'm back like up in action, alive, like fucking ready to go. So it's good to be back. And, it's good to be just like moving, now it's like there's so many opportunities coming and you kind of just, that's what I'm trying to tell you is you got to get up on like the level field. Like you got to like, it's like a jet taking off. And then finally, once it gets up and ascended, it's just cruising, but it takes that extra effort to get up to cruising altitude first. It's actually a funny metaphor for me to use as the plane one. Once you get up to cruising altitude, you're good. And then you're cruising and then you're like, fuck this. And you just jump out and pull your parachute, let the plane crash into the ground. Don't do that. That would be a bad idea. But anyway, I don't know. I guess that's really it for now. I just want to drop you guys a quick line and let you know that you can do whatever the fuck you want. It just takes time and discipline. And dude, I'm telling you, like the breakthroughs that have been happening is just like fucking crazy for me. And this is just kind of a checkpoint in time because I don't know. I just figure YouTube's been like a little journey of mine. YouTube kind of sucks because they're just so corporate and special and they just delete shit and make you demonetize and they can kind of control the world. It's like I've had a YouTube channel since I was like 15 and like, yeah, at one point I was making like 15K a month on YouTube, which was cool. And then they like, demonetize you. It's like, they're playing God. They can control you. I don't give a fuck anymore because I demonetize. But anyway, that's about it. I just kind of ranting here. I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you're having a great day. Got a bunch of Adventured shirts. Thanks to the people that have been supporting. And if you want to book me for a skydive or do whatever the hell, I don't know. I just hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a great life. And if I see some of the hating comments, I try to respond to all you guys, but I've been kind of slacking lately because I've been just going. But fuck the haters. Love the supporters. And but it's all good. I don't take any of it personally because it is what it is. And yeah, so much love to you. We'll talk to you next time. Later.